Welcome to the Training ByteSize Micro-Learning course library for APM qualifications. I'm Neil, and my job is to distill the APM key concepts into manageable and effective learning to help you on your training and certification journey. Today we're tackling two sneaky foes that can derail even the most well-planned projects: scope creep and change control. Now, we all know that change is a constant in project management, but uncontrolled change, that's a recipe for disaster. It's like starting to bake a cake and then suddenly deciding to add a whole bunch of extra ingredients. You might end up with a kitchen nightmare. So, let's start by defining our enemy: scope creep. It's the uncontrolled expansion of a project's scope beyond its original objectives. It's like that snowball rolling downhill, gathering more and more wants and nice-to-haves until it turns into an avalanche of delays, budget overruns, and frustrated stakeholders. What causes this dreaded scope creep? Well, it often starts with a poorly defined scope. If your scope statement is vague or incomplete, it leaves room for misinterpretations and additions. Then there's the lack of stakeholder engagement. When stakeholders aren't adequately involved, their evolving needs and expectations can lead to a whole bunch of changes. And let's not forget about weak change control. Without a robust process for managing changes, those requests for additions or modifications can easily slip through the cracks. And of course, there are always external factors, changes in technology, regulations, or market conditions, that can necessitate scope adjustments. So how do we combat this scope creep menace? With the power of change control is a systematic process for managing changes to the project scope. It's like having a gatekeeper at the entrance to your project, ensuring that only essential and approved changes are allowed to enter. Here are the key steps in change control. First, identify the change. Clearly document the proposed change and its impact on the project. Then, evaluate the change. Assess the benefits, costs, risks, and feasibility. Is this change really necessary? Is it worth the effort? Next, obtain approval. Don't just go rogue. Seek approval from authorized stakeholders before implementing any changes. Once approved, implement the change. Update your project plan, schedule, and budget accordingly. And finally, monitor and communicate. Track the impact of the change and keep your stakeholders informed. Effective change control keeps your project focused, manages risks, improves communication, and enhances stakeholder satisfaction. It's a win-win for everyone. For the APM PMQ exam, make sure you understand the causes and consequences of scope creep and the importance of change control. Beyond the exam, remember that change control is a crucial skill for any project manager. It's about navigating those inevitable changes while keeping your project on track and delivering successful outcomes. And that brings us to the end of this micro-lesson. With consistent effort plus these targeted learning blocks, you'll be well prepared to confidently tackle the APM exams. We wish you the very best in your pursuit of certification, and don't forget to call us if you need any help.